Burn down, hot topic. Before it takes control, burn down, hot topic. Before it takes your soul. Welcome. I've missed you guys so much in fact that I plugged in my headphones. That's a start. Haven't brushed my teeth, haven't showered. I haven't done anything today. And then you want to know why? It's because I'm here today to launch a new segment on the channel. I mean, I am doing laundry. Give me credit, folks. But, you know, the clean clothes come in a couple hours from now, and I'll be damned if I wait any longer to launch a new segment here on the Authority Videocast YouTube channel. Welcome, by the way. We have a Facebook at Authority Videocast. We're still working on how to, really boost the channel here with the Facebook. We're still integrating, but go ahead, give the Facebook a follow. Welcome to the shores of the North Coast, the Manville Entertainment premises, the podcasting wing, and welcome to a roast of, you may ask, and it's the worldwide leader in sports, ESPN. Now, before anything this morning that really sent me over the edge ever occurred, I will let you know that there's been a few things going on with ESPN that, quite frankly, they need to be addressed. Now, for starters, I didn't even write this down, but if the NHL, if you look up a player, and I'm sure it hasn't been fixed. I gave them credit when they signed the new television deal. I'm going to guess that there's still, when you look up NHL players, it's still a desktop version, okay? I'm just going to assume that that ESPN is pulling a Peacock with the WWE Network, and they're just slow to do these things. Because up until the television deal, you would look up an NHL player on your cell phone, and there was not a mobile version of ESPN.com for the NHL pages. You would literally be given a desktop version of ESPN.com on your mobile device when looking up NHL players, because they didn't give a crap. Right? So already that needs to be fixed. Maybe it has with the television deal, but like I said, I'm just assuming that they just haven't fixed it. Over the weekend, LeBron James, that was my last video. LeBron James, it's actually, I was sick as a dog last week. I really still haven't made a full recovery. I'm still feeling pretty crappy, to be honest with you, but that was my last video, and I really am glad I let it simmer, because everything I said in that video really held up over the entire weekend as soon as LeBron got eliminated. God. So, of course, LeBron isn't the GOAT, right? He gets eliminated in the first round. 2 of the 3 years that he's been in Los Angeles, he's either not made the playoffs or lost in the first round. So, yeah. Way to treat Tinseltown with your greatness, LeBron, by having AD carry your sorry ass to a championship last year ever since COVID. But knowing that LeBron isn't the greatest of all time, ESPN decides, well, we do want to have journalistic integrity, but obviously we don't. We're just kidding ourselves. We'll take the money from Nike, we'll take the money from LeBron, and we'll put up videos on our YouTube channel that say stuff like the bunny and the goat. It's one thing that you have to rip off Michael Jordan and do Space Jam 2 and not have a creative bone in your body and just be an overall just piece of shit like you are, LeBron. And not the person, the player. We're talking about the player here. He's a great man, all right? He's a great father. Except when Bronny's off smoking weed and doing whatever he does. LeBron is a great father. LeBron is a great man. He's just a piece of shit of a basketball player. And God, why ESPN has to present him as the GOAT? Like, I just don't understand it. Well, I do understand it. Nike pays ESPN. ESPN doesn't have a journalistic integral bone left in their body. That's how you get Stephen A. Smith on ESPN airwaves and television for 5 hours a day saying, oh, Russell Westbrook and the Seattle Seahawks, we get all that. Russell Westbrook and them boys, the Seattle Seahawks, we get all that. That's how you get Stephen A. Smith for years on end saying stuff like that. Okay. So LeBron's not the GOAT. Get that Space Jam fucking bullshit video off your YouTube channel. Have some integrity, ESPN. My God. Present the news. Now, and we've spoke before, and this is really important. ESPN is not the only place you should be getting your news. You should be getting your news locally. You should be getting your news from other national sources. Like The Athletic does like a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of great, news sources out there. It's just ESPN is just it is the worldwide leader in sports, and that it's everywhere. You can't escape it. You might as well just give in and get at least some of your news from ESPN. But the garbage, the garbage, like the bunny and the goat, get the hell out of here. You know, one of my first memories is actually going and seeing Space Jam in the theaters, and it was so packed that we had to sit in the very front row. And I don't know about now, but back in the day, sitting in the front row of a movie theater, it was terrible. It was so terrible. So, see, that's what I wanted to avoid, you guys. I almost didn't do a video today, but I'm just feeling so amped that I did. I jumped right on here. Look, hey, you know what? I got a job wearing something like this the other day, so I don't know anymore, people, okay? Moving right along. Now, my friend Dylan has complained about this for years, and you know what? Right when we thought they fixed it, they didn't. It's right back to being a garbage piece of mess. Have you guys noticed that when you try to play a video on ESPN, it's almost always so infuriating, so frustrating that you just have to go look it up on YouTube? On ESPN.com, the video player on ESPN.com is the worst piece of crap ever. It's like it's from the year 2008. Like it can't get out of its own way. Like, oh my God, like it tries to play an ad and then it just can't, and then you're just stuck there with this crap on your screen. And how do you get it off? How do you get out of here? ESPN, why do you do this to me? God, the video player is so bad. And I'm with Dylan on this 100%. ESPN. You know, you're going to upload these dumbass videos to your YouTube. How about getting the video player on your own website to actually work? That'd be a start. That'd definitely be a start. Now, the reason that we're all here. I'm going to take a deep breath before I get into this one. Fantasy baseball on ESPN is what words can I even come up with for this app? First off, you draft Shohei Ohtani in ESPN baseball. You know what ESPN says to you? That's what ESPN tells you. ESPN says, that's what you get for drafting Shohei Ohtani. We're going to make it impossible for you to track his probable starts. We're going to make it impossible. Oh, and if he's pitching and he hits a bomb, you don't get it. You don't get it. All the things you thought you were getting, all the value, the hidden value you thought you were getting when you drafted Shohei Ohtani, fuck you. You don't get that. Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, honestly, I drafted Shohei Ohtani, and I did. I took a stab on him. He was like my fourth pick. Guess what? He's one of the best players in baseball. It was a great pick. Aside for every single chance they get, ESPN is boning me out of points. So, aside from that, you have this new thing. Okay, so this is, obviously it's just me here, but I go to bed and I'm up a point. No, I'm not up a point. Sorry. I go to bed and I won by a point. Won my fantasy baseball game on ESPN by a point, right? Well, I wake up and obviously I've lost by one. I knew it was coming. I just knew it was coming. Whether the commissioner was gonna cheat or whatever was gonna happen, I knew. Despite the fact that I won when I went to bed, I won my game. Oh, look at that. I lose by exactly 1 point when I wake up. So where'd these 2 points come from, you ask? Well, in an 18-5 routing of the Cleveland Indians. The Cleveland Indians this weekend lost 2 of 3 to the second worst team in baseball, the Baltimore Orioles. They went ahead and dropped 2 of 3 to those guys for some reason. Cedric Mullins, I think, went like 9 for 10 in the last 2 days with a web gem in center field. He stole extra bases from Cesar Hernandez. Cedric Mullins had an incredible weekend. But ESPN decided, you know what, Cedric, you've had such a good weekend. We're just going to give you 2 more points. Why?